Hello everybody, welcome back. It's Jordan here, and this is the Lego Room Rebuild Part 4, and today we're going to be working on the Lego City. Just the other day we moved over the Lego City tables 10 inches, and then we placed all of the buildings and redid a bunch of the tile work. The first thing that we're going to be doing today is getting the trains back up and running. That's both the ground line and also the elevated track. You can see this is the linear elevated track that I built using the trusses and also the 1x16 black bricks, and of course the track goes on top of that. So that's the first thing we're going to do today. Let's get to it. There we go. We've got both tracks back in line there, and we got both our passenger trains, the high-speed passenger train on the top there and the 2019 passenger train on the bottom line there. So we're definitely going to get those fired up today, so I'm pretty excited about that. A few other things I have to do in the city here. We've got to populate it, and we also have to add some vehicles. So I'm going to go ahead and do that first. I have successfully added a fence and populated the Lego City. Okay, in a serious note now, I actually have the minifigures placed where I want them. You can see there's quite the crowd there heading into the amusement park. I've tried to put the minifigures into walking action poses. I just don't have enough of those 2x2 light bluish gray jumper tiles, but that's the benefit of using those. You're able to put the minifigures in an action pose like that. Way better than just standing upright on an ordinary tile. So I definitely got to order more of those so we can put all the minifigures into action poses. But you can see I've actually added quite a few minifigs to the Lego City, so the population is there now. What am I going to do now? I'm going to vacuum all of the base plates because there's definitely a lot of dog hair. For those of you who wonder, I use the DC61 Dyson hand vac, and it does a really good job of sucking up all the dust. Still lots to do after that. Going to play some vehicles and do some other things before we wrap up this Lego City update. Okay, so the Lego City of Brickmonton is looking good. We've got both trains operational, one on the ground line and one on the elevated line, and also all the minifigures are placed and all the vehicles as well. So I'm super satisfied with everything right now. Honestly, the new layout is a nice condensed layout that's really busy. There's lots of minifigs, lots of vehicles, and lots of movement with the two trains. And there's going to be even more movement in the near future when we look to rebuild our amusement park. I have some good news for the people who like the ocean. I definitely like the ocean and the beach, and we are going to try and rework the amusement park so that it has a mini beach attraction. And it might not be an ocean, but it might be like a man-made beach, you know, like a water park of some sort. And that's the plans that Jose and I were discussing today. We're going to try and maybe make a section in here somehow by removing the amount of pathway and open space in the middle. And that's going to give us enough room to maybe make 1 or 2 plate man-made water attraction here in the amusement park. So that's the plan for all the minifigures and other items that I have that go towards creating a nice beach. So the Lego City core, or downtown core, with all the modular buildings and custom buildings are all complete. And I have so many vehicles, and you can definitely see how many there are when we look at the Lego City. They're just crammed in here. And also minifigures are quite plentiful as well. There's quite a large population here in the Lego City. One other big change or addition that I made to the new layout of Brickmonton is actually add or reintegrate the construction site. So yeah, I'm pretty happy that I was able to do that. We've got some construction workers, we've got a skeleton structure there, and also the large Lego City crane lifting some plates. And that's actually my favorite Lego City set ever released. And that's right in front of the triple skyscrapers. So you got the Office Tower, the Avengers Tower, and also the Sig Fig Tower. And then of course we've reintegrated the vehicles, and included in the vehicles is the Ecto 1. I decided not to have it pulling out of the garage there, just so we can see that beautiful Lego set out front of the Ghostbusters HQ rather than hidden by the HQ. You can see there's all sorts of vehicles such as the Mystery Machine and Scooby-Doo. We got all sorts of campers and Winnebagos, some fire and police, the large semi-truck, Lego branded. Decided to put a couple of the burglars up top here on the brick bank. Hey, look, there's my old sig fig. Right there. He must have had a kid. Yeah, and then we've got all sorts of people going into the train station there with their luggage. And yeah, I'm just really pumped up on the overall layout right now of the Lego City. The integration of the vehicles, the movement of the trains, and the minifigures just really brings it to life and makes it look spectacular. I'm really pumped up about the direction that we are heading here in the Lego room, and I'm really excited to get this section of the city back up and running, because once we get this section going with a beach maybe, then this place is going to look incredible. Now, I know I put a lot of work into moving this city over only 10 inches, but let me tell you, it's definitely worth it, because when we moved it over 10 inches, we got a whole brand new layout. So what we did, what we changed about the layout is we have these modular buildings right here in a line now, and then we have another block of modular buildings along with another block there, and then the custom block here. Now, I did want to change this. I wanted to have a row of modular buildings facing this way, because I plan on having an L-shaped desk here, so when we're streaming, I'd be sitting right here, and you would see the modular buildings behind me. The reason I couldn't do that is because if we did do that, it would take away a whole row of buildings and add an additional row of road plates, which of course isn't as exciting as buildings. And I just really like the look of this street here, the way they go around the corner, and there's just more of them. It's just really nice. There's one of my favorite vehicles in the Lego City. We have the night bus. And also right in behind the Ghostbusters HQ there, we have the pizza van serving some pizza. And there is some more action over here by the backside of the police station. Right over here, we've got some parking spots for the police station. And then we just have a mashup of Marvel sets right here. We got the Hulk, the Hulkbuster, and those two guys. I can't remember the name. That big guy there, and then the Squidward looking guy right there. So we've got a mashup of Marvel minifigures right there. And just to give you an idea of how many vehicles I still have all the Speed Champ cars in my collection right down here, hidden in these shelves. Part of the reason I don't place the Speed Champs into the city is because they are quite large. We still have a lot of refinement details to do, such as putting bushes and stuff all in here. Also, when I reduce the size of the Lego City, we have a lot more of this ballast track. So I'm hoping I can ballast track these switches, these straights here, and also the curves going around the amusement park, so that we can make it look more finished and more complete. Honestly, the reason why that's taken me so long to do is because this takes a lot of pieces and a lot of resources to get that done. So that's part of the reason why it's taken me so long to do that. And also one other thing, I made this a little bit wider because this table is, I think, 1 inch too big for a standard base plate increment of 10 inches. So I've stuck one extra flex track there. Got to ballast that as well. But I also have to bridge the gap here using some green plates. I'm just going to bridge the plates together so it fills in that sheet of plywood there. But yeah, that's the Lego City. Now look at this room here that we have for a nice desk. I'm going to set up a new computer here with a monitor and also a film studio. And it's going to be awesome. A new desk with all sorts of drawers and organizers. The next project I have is that amusement park, and I have to cut the plywood down here and get the train yard going. And also, somebody in my last video mentioned to elevate this last shelf off the ground, I actually really like this suggestion. Just get a single set of drawer systems that go all the way along here. And what I was thinking is I would store all my instruction manuals in a drawer system under here that would act as a shelf to finish off this wall here, because this wall really looks good. And when we moved it over 10 inches, we actually created an even, I've moved it over strategically, so there's an even space here. This space matches this space here, and when we get the billies for this wall, the billies being the shelves, that space will match this space as well. So yeah, lots of exciting changes. That's really about it for today. Just wanted to show you guys this Lego City update as we got the trains back operational, placed all the minifigures and vehicles, added the construction site, and came up with a new plan to add a water feature to the amusement park. I hope you guys like this video. Give it a big thumbs up. Remember to subscribe and stay tuned for some more great stuff coming out here in the very near future. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye for now. I wanted to give a special shout out to all the people who supported me using Super Chat and Super Stickers during my live streams. Thank you so much, it's highly appreciated, and make sure you stay tuned for more live streams as I'll be building all of my Lego sets using the live stream function here on YouTube. Thanks a lot, stay tuned, and we'll see you again. Bye for now.